This is the first time I've tried to film in the pouring down rain. I've got a umbrella. I'm holding my phone, which controls the app for the phone, for the camera, and we'll just make the best of it. I'm gonna try my best to keep the water off the lens, and we will go from there. Today is number 890 in a row without missing a single solitary day at age 67 and a half. The word for today is going to be persistence, and I don't think there's anything more appropriate than pouring down rain than that word today. Hold on. Sidewalk's covered with a truck. Here we go. It is so easy to stay in on a day like today. It is so easy to procrastinate in anything we do in life. Forgive me, I'm having to readjust here. And for the most part, I do procrastinate a little, but for the most part, when something needs to be done, I do it. Case in point, I did a fundraiser years ago for a homeless guy, and it got me noticed. And a friend of mine who has passed away since then, God bless her, Rebecca, she told me I needed to be in real estate. I didn't think anything about it. And then I went home and talked to my wife about it. She said, you know, it's a couple $100, take the test. So why don't you study for it, take it. I've never really been a good test taker. I'm just not that guy. ADD squared. So I studied for a couple of weeks, went and took the exam that they say 50% of people failed for the first time, passed it. Became a realtor, made some money. Didn't really fit my personality very much. And then a few years later, I had an interview for a dream job. It was with the USCCA. It's going to be a Second Amendment job, which would have been great. They interviewed me, they liked me, but it was required that you have a P&C, property and casualty, insurance license. Well, I had already got my health license, never did anything with that either, passed that one the first time. And a friend of mine has his P&C, and he said he failed it like 4 or 5 times. He said it's hard, man. So I studied 1 week. I don't know. I'm not the brightest bulb in the box, and I never proclaimed to be, but I don't know. There's something about me that's very competitive. And I took that test, passed it the very first time, P&C. Didn't get the job, but it's okay. I proved another thing to myself. So whenever you're feeling like you can't do something, just dig a little bit deeper, and you'll absolutely be surprised what you can do. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind, I do not want to be walking in the pouring down rain talking to y'all today. I'd rather be talking to y'all in the sunshine. But this is reality. You have to do what you have to do. And I'm doing it today. And I'm going to be proud of that. So whenever you're feeling like you can't do something, whenever you're feeling like something's a little bit too much, or like my friend Miss G texted me this morning, she said, talk to people about that don't have the desire or the ability to do what you're doing. First of all, I don't expect anybody to do what I'm doing. That's not the point. What I would hope is that people would see what I'm doing, and whatever it is that they want to do, get inspired to go do it. This isn't about walking a gazillion miles and doing nearly 3,000 push-ups in a month, a little over a month. That's not what this is about. This is about the mind game you have with yourself, which is, persistence is a big part of that. Because if your mind tells you, no, I can't do that, or I don't want to do that today, you lose. You lose every single time. You have control of your mind. Your mind does not have control of you, but the problem is most people don't let themselves control their mind. I'm getting there. I'm not a David Goggins by any stretch, but I'm getting there. So keep that in mind as you go through your day. Remember what's going on right here underneath this umbrella. Pouring down rain, garbed up, and I'm still doing it every single day. I hope y'all have a great day. And let me walk through this river of water. My feet are gonna get soaked. That's it, that's okay. Y'all have a great day. And I will see you in the morning, hopefully dry. We'll find out.